Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Rebecca, also known as Reiki Reselling. I'm a part-time reseller over on Vinted and eBay. Vinted's a bit of a sour subject at the moment, but yes, as I've been saying on my last couple of videos, they keep asking me to go pro, and every time I try to do it, it just doesn't work. So I'll get there eventually, but I decided let's go with the hubby to the house cleaning shop over in Sunderland. It's one of my favourite shops. I do always pick up something without fail from here, so I get really excited when I come here because I never know what I'm going to get. And especially with the colder months fast approaching, it made us realise that, you know, places like this are needed for us resellers. We absolutely need them in order to survive the winter, especially when there's not that many car boot sales that are open during winter. So yeah, the husband's only been here a couple of times, in all honesty, and he always does have a good little rummage alongside with me, and it's great that he's really on board with this, and that he's really happy with what we're doing. So it's great that he's supporting us as well, so I do love that. I think he just comes along with us to be nosy, in all fairness. So yeah, but it is what it is. We might even make a reseller out of him as well, guys, because the stuff that he's picking up is quite good as stuff as well. I find that I'm not very good at gaming, whereas he excels in gaming, so he'll quite happily, you know, well, Rebecca, you need to get this, nudge nudge. So I'll absolutely take any kind of help, especially in stuff that I don't know. But for the most part, this house clearing shop is really canny because they have all of the furniture and electronics and stuff downstairs, and upstairs tends to be their sorting area, like where they tend to sort it. So yeah, I did decide to pick up quite a few bits here. I picked up the citron thing. You've already seen us sell it. So yeah, sorry that this is going out a little bit late, but I also found this as well, and they didn't have a price tag on it. It's a Christian Dior Monsieur tie. It is pure silk and it is vintage. It's not the most popular of designs because it's like just grey and polka dot, but I've already sold that for £30, and I think, yeah, she only wanted 50p for it, if that. I think I actually got it for free in the bundle. So yeah, I couldn't believe it. £30 from potentially 50p on nothing. It's crazy. I don't think she realised what it was, or, you know, the designer stuff's faked quite heavily, isn't it? So I'm wondering if she maybe thought it was fake, but yeah, I did tell her, but we'll see. I don't know. I try to be as honest as I can, you know, give them a lot of profit and then give me profit too, but when she's like, nah, I just literally have it for 50p, like, you can't really argue with that. So yeah, as you know, I have just started getting into like other stuff like pottery, rugs, pictures, anything that I can find really. So all of this kind of stuff that I'm looking at, I used to just disregard it, but now I've seen the actual value of stuff, and I get quite surprised. So I do take my time in that section now. It just so happened, you know, that there wasn't really anything that I needed from there. But the husband likes to have a good look at the tools and stuff because we're kind of becoming a little bit of a DIY buff, to be fair. We're starting to do our own DIY and fix things, and we're trying to get a bank of tools together. So yeah. I know mirrors are big money, but I'm just not into mirrors, to be fair. But this is the room that I keep on missing. It's where they've got all the electronics and stuff. So I noticed that they had this teas made, and I've sold one recently, with the box as well. It had the original cups in and everything like that, and I'm sure I sold it for like £15 or £20. So when I'd seen this, I was quite eager, but when I actually had a look into it, it literally was missing the cups. And I know that's not the point, and people will just be like, oh, you can just get the cups, it doesn't really matter. But something like this, when it's vintage and it's electronics, people do tend to want to buy it as it originally was. So yeah, I decided to put that back. So I was a bit gutted because that was easily like 15 quid profit. But it's the nature, isn't it, really? Because I'm starting to be more selective and more picky of the types of things that I pick up. I would have probably picked that up in the past, but I'm trying to still save stuff from, going into the skip and stuff, but try to pick up stuff that is that little bit better. Not so I can command higher money or anything. I mean, that's always nice, but just so, I'm offering good value to my customers, and that they're picking, like, that they're buying stuff that they need, and, that I know for 100% certainty that there's nothing wrong with it and things. So yeah, I do tend to spend a good 20 minutes, half an hour here. And it's not like, I do research a couple of bits, but they're really canny, the owners, that just leave you to your devices. The only thing is, I wish they had, because they do boot sales as well, which is great. But like, when they're at the boot sale, I'm tending to do other stuff. So all of their bricky-bracky kind of things that I'm actually interested in, I tend not to go when they're actually there, which is like sod's law, I know. But yeah, I'm never able to find their stall when I go, and I always am gutted, because they have some good stuff. Apologies for the terrible camera quality, but it's late at night and I forgot to show you what I actually picked up. So obviously I got this sit room. It's like a carry case. People have it in their boots and stuff. It's worth about £30, maybe 20 to 30. I also got this DVD recorder. So I got 1, 2, 3 actually, a mixture of Blu-rays. Some of them are Blu-rays. And then I got this Samsung DVD rewriter as well, recorder. All tested, all fully working. Did pick another one up, but sadly that one's not going to make it. But yeah, I thought I'd best show you just to see what I picked up. I also got the disc cleaner as well, so all in all that cost me £30. I also picked up a couple of bits of clothing as well, but I haven't had a chance to look through them properly, so yeah. Nice little electrical haul, me dabbling in other bits. I had to put my Vinted on holiday mode because I'm upgrading to Vinted Pro through no choice of my own. I definitely wouldn't have wanted it. But I've decided to obviously focus my efforts on eBay whilst Vinted's obviously going through the channels or whatever. And I've found that I've been sending quite aggressive offers on eBay in order to get a few sales. So some of these sales aren't necessarily what I would have commanded a bit more money for them. But at the same time, as my stock's getting quite heavy, I've got a lot of stuff. I think I've got about 600 items and another 100 or so to list. So as much as it is nice to try and command that extra money, if they're just sitting there, then you're ending up being a storage business, and that's not what I'm about. So I've had a couple of great sales in there, but I've had 8 sales over the weekend, and then a few more over the last few days, and they're not they're not necessarily the prices that I wanted, but I'm happy to get them gone. And when you buy them 50p and £1 at a time, you've got to be quite objective and think, look, Rebecca, you're getting like £8 to £10 for them back. Let's just get them gone and move on to better, more quality stock. So that's what I did. So if you remember from the thrift shop, I picked up a load of vintage placemats for £1, and I've sold a set of 5 of them for £9.26. I did have them on for £10, so I don't know why they've offered that, but I was like, yeah, that's fine. Also from the thrift shop again, but on a different day, I picked up these Tony figures. I decided to actually bundle the figures and the box together. I wasn't going to initially, but the person that wanted to buy them was interested in both. So I did a deal and sold the whole lot for £28.18, which, although I probably could have commanded a bit higher for it, I only paid 50p for everything. So the buyer feels like they're getting a good deal, and I'm definitely getting a good deal, and that's a nice chunk of change. And the best thing about it was it sold on eBay within 24 hours as well. So absolutely will take more sales like that. I bought this racket ball. I actually thought it was a tennis racket originally, from the tip shop, for £4. I actually thought it was worth more from when I was researching, but the condition wasn't the best, so I accepted an offer of £13.50. I think I paid £1 for this Cotton Traders shirt. Again, I could have got more for it, but I was happy with £7.40 because it had been hanging around for quite some time. So I just want to move on to bigger, better brands and stuff that sells for a bit more money. Like this Scotch and Soda jacket, in all honesty, I picked it up for £6, I believe, from the Salvation Army, and I accepted an offer of £32.50 because condition wasn't the best on it. But I'm really happy with that. Again, they're the kind of like profit margins that I'm after, really, rather than the 50p into £7 kind of deals. I honestly can't remember where I got this jacket from because I've had it for absolutely ages. But I sold this for £12.7, accepted an offer because I just want it gone. It was taking up a lot of space. It was a 2XL and it was a really thick jumper zip-up jacket kind of style. So yeah, I thought, you're the only person that's shown any kind of interest in it. Let's just get that gone and move on to something bigger and better too. I picked up these floral black pavers flip-flops. Again, I probably shouldn't have picked them up because I only picked them up like a week ago and now summer's obviously ending. And some paver stuff can command some decent money, but unfortunately these only sold for £5 because the quality of the materials that they're made out of just wasn't up to scratch. I can't remember where I got this River Island jumper from. I think I want to say it was from the tip shop when they were doing the kilogram sale. So it owes us like 50p, shall we say. So I sold it for £6, but it's a really nice piece. It's just the size wasn't doing it very like good justice. It was an extra small, so it's probably going to like a teenager or something like that, but hey ho. This per owner jacket I've had for absolutely ages as well. I think I kept reducing the price again and again because just nobody was interested in it. And I'm really surprised because it's a size 22, so really good size. It's the wax sort of cotton, so again that's got its going for it. It's also Marks and Spencer's, but alas, it just sold for £14.88. I think it owed us £1 though, so I'm not grumbling at that. I don't think I'll pick up many Joe Brown stuff going forward because every time I do, even though it's only like 50p in a pound, it's not really selling for much. Like this one, it only sold for £7.39 in the end. One thing I'm absolutely buzzing about is this Hard Rock Cafe glass. It's the Japanese Hard Rock Cafe chain. I picked up the shot glasses for 20p each. I originally had them both listed. However, a guy messaged us asking if I would consider splitting them. So I did. So I've sold one for £11. So definitely made my profit back, my money back, sorry, and then some. And then I've still got one left to go. So I'll probably get 15 for the other one. So that's like 20 odd quid just out of 40p. So that's really good. I also picked up this Salt Rock jacket. I can't ever say the brand. Again, I thought it was worth more than this because some stuff goes for decent money. I think I paid £2 for it and sold it for £7.50. I also sold this horsey jacket. I think it's for the neck. I picked it up absolutely ages ago when I first started, and I think I paid £1 for two of them. I sold one of them for a tenner a long time ago, and I forgot I even had this, to be fair, so I accepted an offer of £8 for it. I also got this jacket from the tip shop pound kilogram sale that they did. I just focused a lot on the jackets and stuff when I was there. I didn't realize that this was just Asda, but it's actually made of really good stuff, so I was happy that I picked it up. And so it worked out as own as £1, and I sold it for £12.07, and that was within 24 hours as well, so methinks I priced it a bit cheaper. So yeah guys, those are the sales. Like you can see, I've sold things a little bit cheaper just until I get my Vinted back up and running again. And watch this space because there might be a bit of a rant video coming as well, which I know you guys sometimes like. So yeah. If you'd like this video, please don't forget to comment and subscribe if you're new here. It's amazing seeing all these new people and watching the little channel grow. I know I say it every time, but I'm really sorry. You will get bored of that. But I'm always going to thank people because it takes 2 seconds and it's amazing. It lets us know that you guys are liking these videos. So yeah, till next time guys, thanks for watching.